and urgent. The second point was planning our time. And Sha told us that if you fail to plan yourself, you're planning to fail. And number three, we were told set deadlines, which will help us to have the ability to know when by the required time to finish whatever the task is. And number four, overcome procrastination. And number five is to avoid perfection, which has its benefits but also has its um, failures, because when you're a perfectionist, you can end up postponing. You can end up doing procrastination to ensure there is the perfect time to do whatever the task is, which will lead to either failing to do the task or neglecting other tasks. Thank you.
Wow. Let us appreciate Mikel for that. That is beautiful. Mikel, that is why I love you in class. Thank you so much. That was good. Those who are still who want me to remind them to put their videos on, please make sure your videos are on. Good. Thank you so much, and welcome to this special training, my people. And as usual, we welcome everyone on board. And yesterday we were looking at time management, the way Mikel has brought it up so well. And we saw the objective of time management. And we were not just talking about time management. We talked about time management and what we call productivity. But there is a slim difference between time management and productivity. What do I mean? The output, your output, the result, the end result of every task that you do will be determined by how you manage your time. That is what we talked about. So today our session will be very interactive, and that is why I'll ask everyone. I can ask you a question, and then you can just be talking to us, and then we share. We shall be doing what we call brainstorming, and then after that, we shall be somewhere else. Now, my great people, procrastination is an issue that we talked about yesterday. Procrastination is saying, I'll do, later. Yes? Procrastination is always in future tense. If you have series of activities and all of them are in future tense, later, I'll do this, I'll do this, you will end up doing nothing. And let me tell you, the world belongs to people, young people, who will say, yes, I want to read this book, and they read that book. Yes, I wake up in the morning at 5 to study, and they study. I wake up to go to the gym, and they go to the gym. What do I mean? Time management is part and parcel of what we call self-responsibility. You know, when you become responsible, then there are high chances that you are going to become successful. Yes? So that is why I'm saying, and I still repeat, you must just be able to manage your time. If you are one person who is woken up by your mother or your father in the morning, and they even use cold water because you sleep like an elephant, yeah? They have to use cold water to wake you up. Oh, that is so bad. Mikel, you remember we read a verse yesterday also, yes? And the verse was talking about sleeping, eh? You remember sleeping? A little sleep, a little slumber.
Proverbs 6, verse 10 to 11.
Yes. What did the Bible say? A little sleep, a little slumber, and what will happen? There was a consequence. Is it? Poverty will ruin you like a vagabond. Poverty is waiting for you, which means the kind of a girl I am today will determine the kind of a woman or a lady I'll be tomorrow. The kind of a boy I am today will be determine the kind of a man I'll be tomorrow. What do I mean? How I use my time today will determine my altitude and gratitude of progress tomorrow. All right? So, time management is a whole course. Just imagine, a whole course. And yesterday we did just look at time management, but we were talking about effective time management, effective planning. Because Michael have just told us that if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. And you see, you cannot plan without time. So time is very, very important. Now, we just want to see some skills that you can use, yes, to manage your time well. Then after that, we are going to see how time management, effective time management, is connected with our goals, vision, and objectives. How can I set now a lifetime goal? You see? Because, again, goals are determined by time, all right? Some people will go back to school tomorrow. Oh, I hope we have them here. Yeah, in case you're going back to school, it's okay. Guys, I wish you all the best. Some of us will go to school next year. Yes, but we must graduate one day in the university. Just imagine. And it is a matter of what? Time. So time is everything. Ecclesiastes in the Bible has talked about time. There is time to mourn, time to be happy, time to be born, time to die, time to do everything. But how we use this time will make a difference between us, yes, between Mary Koros and Brian in the next 10 years. Let me tell you, my people, do you know that today as we speak, if you take your diary and write something, yes, you list for me the friends that you have. Today, if you list for me the friends that you have, and then you keep their profile, then after 10 years, you go back to the diary, go back to the diary and ask yourself, where did Mary go to? Where did Brandon go to? Where is Jillian? Okay, just ask how they are doing. You will find that some of them, some of your friends, wasted their lives and actually they have nothing to offer to the community. You will notice that some of your friends might have even died. Why? Because some people will go and venture into drugs. Drugs. You drink like no man's business till you are there and you are killed. Yes? Alcohol can easily kill you. Yeah? Then after you die, of course, we shall come to your grave one day and life will have to proceed on. What do I mean here? Let us use our time so well. Let's be disciplined, my people, on how we use our schedule every day. So, allow me to take you through the skills on how you can use your time well. Skills on how to use your time well. In short, this is life skill of effective time management. Effective time management. The first skill you have to know, and this is what we are even going to revisit again, is what we call setting goals. Setting goals. And I say the goals must be very clear. I know what to achieve every morning when I wake up. I know what to achieve in a week. I know what to achieve in a month. I know what I should achieve in 1 year. So when you're setting goals, goals are supposed to be set into short-term goals, long-term goals, and medium-term goals. Yes? Long-term goals should now encompass your career objective. What do you want to become? Do you want to become a lawyer? Do you want to become a doctor, a pediatrician, or do you want to become a psychiatrist, you know? Now that should be a long term, because now career ends by the time we put you back into the grave. Okay? Yes, so you have to set goals, and your goals are supposed to be narrowed down into smaller achievable sections. If today I want to score an A in mathematics, it is all a matter of time. It is very possible that I can get an A. But I need now to really clearly define what I'm going to do. You know, you cannot take like the whole book, mathematics book, and you read in a day and you know mathematics. No. You have to go to a topic. You have to go to a subtopic. Yes. Then you work it like that. I'm telling you, you're going to go far. All right? So if you set clear goals, guys, I'm telling you, it will increase your vision, it will empower your focus, and your destination, yes, will be very clear. Then another thing I talked about is prioritize. Prioritize. Guys, I know there is a lot of things we need to achieve. Yes, like when I work on my schedule every day, I have a lot to achieve. Till I even ask myself, like Monday tomorrow, hey, what? There's a lot of stuff on my table. But I ask myself, what is so important and urgent? That is what I start with. What activity is very important and urgent? I'll give it the first priority. Yes, I'll give it the first priority. Then you go to another activity that is important but not urgent. Yes? You can do them after you do the activities that are very urgent and important. All right? Very good. So prioritize. Prioritizing cannot be overemphasized. When it comes to effective time management, let me tell you, my people, it can be difficult to know what task to tackle first, especially when a flood of tasks all seems urgent. Yeah. So it is, however, relatively easy to prioritize activities if you have a clear goal already set. So ask yourself the three questions. When you are prioritizing, ask yourself the three questions. Number one, why am I doing this task or this activity? You know, that is what people fail to ask themselves. Why am I doing this? If you are studying, why am I studying? Yes? Or you just go to class, you just go to class, you know, and you do your, you know, normally I see students who are not focused, yes, who does not have a clear set objectives. They will just come to class and open the book. This is mathematics. You open and you start reading. You'll never achieve anything. So whenever I'm prioritizing, I should ask myself, why am I doing this task or activity? Then number two, how does this task help me achieve my goals? How will it help me achieve my goals? These things that I want to do. If it is watching TV, how does watching TV for 6 hours will help you achieve your goals? Yes? Hey, that is why sometimes I'm very keen. When whatever I'm doing, if it doesn't add value, I'll ask myself a question. Austin, why are you wasting your life? Why are you wasting your life? So I need to really actually know, how does this task help me achieve my goals? Then another question when you are prioritizing your goals is, you ask yourself, to what extent does this task I'm doing help me achieve my goals? To what extent? If it is smaller extent, I need to go outside the box. So I would say, number one, skills on how you are going to use your time effectively. Number one, set clear goals. Number two, prioritize. And when you are prioritizing, you ask yourself the three questions. Every activity you do, ask yourself, does it add value? Does it help me achieve my goals? Then, keep a task list. How many of us here have task lists? That They have, like today, you knew this is what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to do this. How many of us here have task lists? Let me see by show of hands. Vanessa, do you have a task list? Yes. Jillian, do you have? Yes, Vanessa. Talk to me.
I have a
you have a task list, the one that you did like yesterday or today in the morning, that this is what I'm gonna do today. You have that, Vanessa?
Yes.
Vanessa. Hey, well, the mama out. That is so good. Yeah. Let me ask the chorus. The chorus. I know Mary's mom, I'm a Mary. Now, my chorus people. Nani akona task list hapo? Who has a task list? You know what you will find out is that most of us don't have a task list. You don't have the list of things you should achieve every day. And that is why you may never know. You go up, you end up in bed without doing what we call self-assessment or self-evaluation. Yes? So what do I mean? You must have a task list every day. That is why I was saying you should have a diary like this one of mine. You have a diary. Then you note the task list. When I wake up in the morning, I should pray and do what you call meditation. I hope I'm talking to someone here. And you see, the task list should also contain the time frame. So I wake up at 5 a.m. The first thing I do is doing praying or stroke meditation. And that one is done for 15 minutes. So between 15 a.m. to, let's say, to 6:30, I study. Because you see, in the morning, the mind is not saturated. The mind is very fresh. You have a lot of energy. What am I going to study? You write down what are you going to study. Is it, I'm going to do maths. And you don't just say, I'm going to do maths. That is vague. Hawaii, Nikisama, just going to do maths. Is that a smart goal? Hawaii, is it smart goal?
Pardon, please.
If I just write in my to-do list that I'm going to do maths between 5:15 a.m. to 6:30 a.m., is that goal realistic?
Not really.
Why?
Because you can say you do on that specific day, but another time you cannot actually find the time to do it.
Thank you. And I think that is wonderful. But you know what? If I just say I'm going to do math, this is vague. And do you know why I say it is vague? Because maths has got quite a number of chapters, a number of topics and subtopics. I need to be very specific. We said when you're setting your goals, it must be SMART. S for, hey, help me people. S for specific. M for measurable. Michael, help me very fast.
Measurable.
Attainable, achievable, and realistic or time bound.
And time bound. Very good. So you have to be very specific when you are setting your goals. So nikisema hapa, I'm going to do mathematics between 5:15 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. I'm going to do math. I need to go to another level. what am I going to study? Which topic? Which topic? Let's say algebra. Algebra. I need to be very specific again. Which subtopic in algebra? Then I write it down there. I shall have been very specific. So nikienda usiku kulala, I'll be asking myself, I studied algebra. Yes. And this subtopic. Yes. Now, did I really get anything? Did I really understand? Yes? And things of the kind. I hope, guys, we are together. I hope we are together. So that is what I was saying. You have to keep a task list. Please make sure you do that list. And then before you sleep, either you tick or you give yourself a run where you did not achieve. And ask yourself, what am I going to do tomorrow to achieve this? Yes? And let me tell you, my people, when you try something and you fail, don't give up, guys. Don't give up. They normally say, a faint heart never won a fair lady. A faint heart never won a fair lady. There's a meaning for that, okay? That somebody who gives up very fast may not get the right thing. There's something that you admire so much. You may never get it. Wewe utakuwa ukisimama kwa barabara kuhesabu magari. Hey, that car is good. Hey, I love Lamborghinis. Oh, I love this car. I love this car. But you'll never ride on one. Why? Because you don't know how to plan yourself, and you are going to waste a lot of time, and the output will not be very pleasing. Yes? Your things will just be average, fail, simply because you don't know how to use your time well. And another thing is, I just wanted to wrap it with the number 3 thing that we have talked about. Number 3 thing that we have talked about is keep a task list. Then number 4, schedule tasks, scheduling. And that is what I was trying to tell you here, how you are supposed to schedule. You cannot have tasks without time frame. A time frame is very important. So a schedule defends from chaos and whim. Somebody said that. If you are a morning person, I don't know how many morning persons I have in this meeting. Yes, if you're a morning person and you find that you are at your most creative and productive early in the morning, if you find out that your most productive and creative time is early in the morning, like myself, that is why I sleep with my diary. Yes, I sleep with my diary by my side because I am very creative at night. Very creative at night. Yes. So if I don't put my diary next to my bed, then things will become very tough for me. Why? Sometimes I wake up in the morning and an idea just comes to me, maybe at 3 or 4. When something disturbs me, an idea struck my mind, either at 4 or at 5. Then what I do is that I wake up and write that idea. Because if I don't do that, hey, things will be, I'll not even remember what I was talking about. So you see, so please make sure after writing the to-do list, yes, schedule tasks between this time to this time. And those tasks that you don't love so much, yes, I know there are some people who don't love so much, yeah? Those tasks are the tasks you are supposed to start with. So that you end with the ones that you love so much in the day. I don't know whether I'm talking to someone here. If you know maths gives you a lot of problems, please, whosoever the maths later in the day, when you are too exhausted. Imagine you are exhausted and you don't love that activity. What will happen? Oh, boop, you will sleep. I'm telling you. So that time when you are creative, you are still energetic, kama ni asubuhi, do that activity that, you know, open sana, you see? So because you are very energetic by that time, then you make sure you end with the activity that you love most. Oh my God, when you go to sleep, you sleep a very strong person. Then another thing is minimize distractions. I don't know whether you guys understand the meaning of distractions. Do we know things that can distract us from doing our things? Do we know things that can distract us from even studying? Do we know things that can distract us when we are doing our daily chores? Maybe sweeping, cleaning. You see what I'm holding here? This thing. Vanessa, you can see it. This, phone. This is number one distractor. My great people. Number one distractor. My phone. And imagine you wake up in the morning and the first thing you reach, not your Bible, your phone. You grab your phone. Some people will even sleep with them on their chest, on their breast. Yes? Yes. Imagine your phone. This is number one distractor. And guys, if you are not disciplined in using your phone, you'll become addicted to using it, and it will chew your best time. What am I saying? Find out your distractors. And that is the activity we are going to do right now. Those people who have not put on their videos, I'll throw you out of the meeting, okay? So make sure your video is on, and I want to see you writing. Write for me at least 5 time wasters. 5 time wasters. You know, different people have got different things that waste their time. Huh? So write your time wasters, only 5. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Not 2 minutes actually, but 1 minute. Make sure you're completed. Write for me 5 time wasters in your life. And we are going to see how do we deal with them. Yeah, then we go to the next thing.